Hello, welcome to sjsuspartans.com. I'm here with Nick Murphy, who has just been named a Capital One Academic All-America third team honoree. Nick, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Can you tell us what this honor means to you?
Well, I'm very surprised to have won it now that I realize how few people are actually given the award, and it's a great honor. I can't say that I expected it, but to have it is a pretty, wonderful affirmation of all the work that I've put in, because I can't say that I've been working for this award in particular. Of course, I've been working for my degree, but the fact that I, earned it is like sort of like other people have appreciated what I've done, which is, it's a nice feeling, because it's nice to know that the work that you've done is not just for yourself, but others are in fact appreciating that you've done it. So,
can you tell us what you're majoring in and what your plans are after graduation?
Yeah, I'm majoring in physics, and the plan is for sure to continue with this and go to graduate school. I want to pursue theoretical physics, so when there's these two branches, experimental and theoretical, and I would go into theoretical. And it's a really exciting field right now. There's so much that's still unknown and almost paradoxical and confusing and frustrating, and so I'm excited to have, hopefully, to get the opportunity to continue with this and see what I can contribute to the field.
What initially drew you to physics?
Nothing. I mean, it was a really, I hated physics in high school, hated math, was generally an average B student, wasn't much of an academic at all. Then I continued to, I went to Germany, played soccer, I went to Brazil, played soccer, and then I decided I want to go to school. And I came and I ended up declaring a major in economics. Didn't like it. Then I decided mechanical engineering. I took 2 weeks of mechanical engineering, dropped all 3 of the classes, hated it. The only class that I kept was physics, and I just really enjoyed it. I couldn't explain why, but I did. Went with it, just made the decision kind of in the drop of a hat, walked into the department, said I'm majoring in physics, and it's been one of the best decisions I've made in my life. I mean, no regrets. It's just kind of on a whim, but...
Excellent.
Yeah.
So now let me ask this. How do you balance schoolwork with the demands of soccer? All the practice, all the games, all the travel. How do you balance those two?
Well, I think you have a little bit more free time than is, commonly believed. You have class usually. My schedule was always convenient from 9 to 1. You have practice, from 2 to 5. And you're not studying, I mean, I don't know if anyone can, but I certainly can't do more than 4 hours, 3-4 hours. And that's easily feasible in between the hours of 6 and 11 at night. You go home, you eat some dinner, relax for a little while, and then you go home and you study for 3-4 hours. And I think that it was just the matter of being consistent is all that really matters, just making sure that you did 3 hours every single day, including the weekends. And then, you just learned the material. And it wasn't ever a struggle. I never pulled all-nighters. I've never been up till 5 in the morning freaking out. It's always been just a consistent, contribution every single day.
Would you say that's kind of advice you would give for other student athletes to, just be consistent and keep working at it and don't pull those all-nighters?
Yeah.
If you do a little work all along the way, it's going to be easier to handle.
Yeah,
Is that what you'd say?
Absolutely. I would say that it's not there's this misconception that when you get to finals, you need to be in the library for 10 hours a day. And, it's like, if you just don't let it pile up on you and you just keep up with it constantly and you just are never really taking a break, but never overexerting yourself, you'll be fine. It's just the fact that a lot of times people just will put it off, and then overwhelm themselves with a ton of stress, and it's really impossible to learn under stress. And it's not fun, it's discouraging, it makes you dislike school. And it kind of ruins the entire experience. So I think, other advice would definitely be pick something you're interested in. Don't let parents or social pressure or anything, even the pressure to make money after school. I mean, don't even waste your time, because if you're not going to be interested, you're not going to be dedicated. You're certainly not going to have you're not going to set aside 3 hours every single day to study something you hate. Mm-hmm. So if you're going to come, pick something you like and just be consistent with it.
Okay, so you're going to go on to grad school. But now this is kind of the end of your elite level soccer playing. How have you kind of handled that realization that you're not going to be playing at this high level anymore? Is that something? Well, tell us your thoughts about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's the goal from 8, 9 years old was to be a professional, and so, but it wasn't like the realization hit me like on the last day of senior day. All of a sudden, I realized that I wasn't going to, I've been expecting it. I'm older, most college students that end up playing at the next level or getting drafted finish college around 21. I'm 24, and that at the next level is not exactly the most attractive trait because you have less time to learn, you have less time. You just have less time. You're already 24. So that I already knew was going to be working against me. So the fact that I'm moving on to other things is okay with me because there's a million talented people all over the world that don't necessarily get to do exactly what it is that they've wanted to do, no matter just because you've worked hard or you've dedicated yourself to something or you've decided that that's your dream. You don't just get to command the world in that way, so I've just kind of come to the realization that I don't own my destiny as much as in that sense I can work really hard and do my best, but the fact that I didn't make it isn't depressing or upsetting. It's time to move forward.
Super. Well, Nick, congratulations on being a Capital One Academic All-America. It's a tremendous honor. You're only the 16th San Jose State Spartan to do it, and we wish you luck down the road.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.